Life. A four-letter word that we take for granted too often. Given once, lived once, and no guarantee of what's to happen on the other side when it's over. Too many people take their lives for granted. Too many people live a depressed life, not understanding who they are and whose they are. Too many people go through life not realizing that they're pedaling the wrong way, going backwards instead of forwards, going down instead of up. It's a depressing thing to not have the true understanding of why you are here. But there is hope for those that want different. For those that want different, you must look inside of yourself to find out who you are and whose you are. But one thing's for certain, no matter what side of the spectrum we come from, in life we will face challenges. But this is a part of it. This is to build the character needed for you to become that great person, for you to become the best version of yourself you can become. See, we need to stop the competition with others. Competition with others is okay if used to sharpen your skills, but unfortunately, humankind and human nature turns to envy and jealousy. You should compete with yourself on a day-to-day basis. Yourself should be your #1 competitor. Being better today than you were yesterday, being better this year than you were last year, being a better person when you woke up than you were when you went to sleep. We must understand that the beautiful thing that we have in this life is that we can be the best we can be. We have a chance. If the sun is shining on our face and not on our tombstone or grave, that means, kings and queens, you have a chance to be better. We must take advantage of the opportunity. There are many people that are not here today that would give it all up to be everything that they could be today. If they only knew when their last breath will be drawn. If they only knew that they would become obsolete when they close their eyes that last time. No one knows where they're going. But one thing we do know, we only have one life to live in this body, in this flesh, in this time. And it's up to you to take full responsibility for your life. Don't blame anyone for shortcomings. Don't blame anyone for things that don't work out the way you plan to. Don't blame anyone but yourself. See, when you take responsibility for your life, you take control. See, when you're riding in a car and you blame something on the car or the driver, that means the control is not in your hands. But when you take responsibility and grab that steering wheel, that means everything that happens with that vehicle is on you. Use that same mindset in your life. Take control of the wheels. Take responsibility for who you are. Take responsibility for what you do and what you don't do. Choose today. Make a decision. Live a life worth living, and do not live a life of regret. Running away from challenges does not put you in a situation to become your best you. See, when you run away from things that challenge you, you put yourself in a position to be a coward. You put yourself in a position to build bad habits. When you build bad habits, those habits follow you for a long time. Habits are easy to create and hard to break. But be better and create better habits that will give you the result in your life that you're looking for. Life, the four-letter word that too many of us take for granted and waste. What are you gonna do with it? Don't let life be a curse word in your life. Don't let life be a depressing thing. The Creator gave you life. He gave you breath. And he also gave you purpose. He gave you plans. He gave you a task to complete on this earth. And you won't feel full until you do it. Live your life to the fullest. Understand what you were put here for. Understand that your life will also at times make you feel unworthy. But you are more than worthy. The tasks, the challenges, the issues, the darkness, the hurt, the pain, the tears, all of it is to build you up to be worth every single ounce of everything you go through. See, when we look at jewelry in its raw form looks more like a rock or a piece of dirt, but it must go through an extreme process of pressure, of heat, of shaping, of being bent, going through many stresses for it to become a thing of value. See, we must go through many stresses in this life to become valuable and to appreciate the value for the things that come in this life, to appreciate the hardships. See, those that are not here, they appreciate what they don't have. They appreciate the challenges. Why? Because they didn't know when their last breath would be taken. The same goes for myself and anyone that's listening to the sound of my voice. No one knows the daytime or hour, but we do know we have till now to be the best we can be, to live life accordingly, to take advantage of this life, and to be everything the Father created us to become. The Creator put it in you. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to settle for mediocrity and live a life of regret? Or are you going to go against the grain? Or are you going to climb high? Or are you going to dig deep within inside of yourself and pull out the best version of yourself to live a life worth living and to live a life that outlives you? Like Les Brown said, what are you going to do? Let your life be a path that blazes a trail for many others to follow versus being a life that many see what not to do. Understand that it's all up to you. Whether your life is great, whether your life is mediocre, or whether your life is worth living again for someone to follow and model and shadow. Believe in yourself. Believe within yourself. Believe that on the inside of you is everything that you need to live this life effectively and not to live a life of regret and mediocrity. Don't allow other people to limit yourself. Don't even allow yourself to limit yourself. Don't put yourself in a box. Use the box that you were put in to stand above all the naysayers, to stand above all the haters, to stand above all those that said you wouldn't be, that you couldn't be, that you can't do. Utilize that box to make your own enemies a footstool as the Creator prepares a table for you in the midst of all of them. You must make it. You have to make it. If you don't make it, people will suffer. If you don't live, people will die. Are you willing to live mediocre and others to suffer? Or are you going to live your life and take every step necessary to become everything you must become so you can leave a life that blazes a trail and leave a life that leaves a path for many to start, follow, and show them that they can be better than their situations or circumstances they came from? Life.